Living without a man means not managing a household. It means living in your house. I will never live with a man ever again for the same reason why men need man caves. This whole house is my man cave. This is my safe space. This is where I go to not be perceived. And every time I've lived with a man, because I've made the mistake a couple of times, every time I've lived with a man, I am managing a house. I'm not living in a house. You want to know where the scissors are? Go find them. Stop asking me. I want to know why the grass isn't cut because that's your chore. So I'm looking at long grass. The trash is smelling. That's your chore. Now I'm waiting for you to take the trash out. Why? What is the benefit? I also don't do roommates, don't get me wrong, because I need to live in my home. I'm not managing it. I'm not stepping on eggshells. I'm not listening to someone playing Call of Duty super loud in the next room while I'm trying to work, rest, or read. I'm not waiting while my dogs are whining or my cats are whining because it's his turn to walk the dogs and he's sleeping in. I'm not doing that. I've told
You know what's funny? Women don't want to take accountability for their bad picks. See, some of y'all women be so thirsty to get with a man, to live with a man, you bypass the red flags. That's the problem. That's the problem with women. You have these women on social media, basically they're gonna be single forever because they had bad situations with men that they picked. You let that man live with you. You can't say, you know what, I just didn't pick the right one. I know there are good men out there, but because of your bad decisions, now you saying you don't want to live with a man. You chose these niggas. That's the problem with the women that we see on social media saying I don't want to live with a man and all of this. You guys are choosing these men to live with you. It's not like he punked you and said I'm gonna live in your house. You knew that he played Call of Duty. You knew that he was lazy. You knew that he doesn't want to do anything around the house. You knew that before you came in. Why? Well, why are you bypassing that? Oh, because he was piping you hard. That's what it was. He was giving you that midnight pleasure. And you was like, you know what? I'm gonna bypass all of that. He'll change. See what it is, women. A man not going. You can't help a man change. You can't make him change. He gonna change when he needs to change or when he wants to change. But you can't change a man. That's what y'all do. Y'all bring these dudes into your home or y'all live together, and you gonna be like, okay, this is my little project. But then when you fail, you say, now I'm not living with a man. Nah, you just failed. You thought that you was gonna change this man. You thought he gonna be something totally different. So you bring him into your house. That's your fault.
the story on here before where I have an ex-fiance and I was sitting right here. I was in my first meeting in a C-suite. So I had just gotten this major promotion. It was a huge deal. And we had some work going on in the kitchen. Now, at the time when I'd made this video talking about it, all the men in the comments were like, oh, you had work in the kitchen? You probably were the one who decided blah, blah, blah. No. The knock came at the door. He's downstairs. He's supposed to be working. And he's downstairs. And I hear, Ansa, someone's at the door. Then open it. He opens the door, and the construction people come in, and they're like, all right, like, where are we going? And he sits down in the living room. I had to leave my meeting, go downstairs, and point them to the kitchen. And guess what we were having done? We were having a water line put in for our new fridge. He couldn't point them to the kitchen. He didn't know what was going on, despite the fact that we discussed it, blah, blah, blah. And to the people who say, well, you just haven't found the right men, listen, I'm not going to spend.
Nah, you finding the men that is weak because you're masculine. See, the reason why you see a lot of these masculine women on social media complaining about men is because they pick beta males. They pick males that are more feminine, that are weak, that don't really take control. It's because you guys already take control. You don't want nobody more masculine than you because then that's going to make you look weak and make you feel weak. So you choose these weak men. Then you be like, okay, cool. But then you complain about these weak men, but you chose the weak men. You didn't choose a real man. See, y'all, see what it is with women? I always said this about women. Women like women, right? And this is why you see women always gravitating to hang out with women. Get it. But then you see a lot of women gravitating to feminine men. It's because they're not a threat to them. They're not going to check them and tell them what you need to be doing, X, Y, and Z. They don't want that, especially these masculine women. It's hard to break a masculine woman because a masculine woman wants to be in control of everything. So that's why she picks the beta males. The problem that we have here that she has is that she has a bad picker, but she's picking weak men on purpose because she wants to be the dominant figure in the household. Women like this will always be single. They can't have a real man in the house. They can't have a man that say, hey, man, you need to shut up with all that or calm down. Hey, blah, blah, blah. She can't have that. She can't handle that. I can already tell. This is the reason why she keeps picking weak men. Guys that play Call of Duty all day, don't want to do nothing, sitting around, not a hustler, not going out there to get it. Can't even fix some shit in the kitchen. You chose that. But now we get on social media and bash all men because of what you chose. The biggest thing that I see about women on social media is they can't take accountability for their actions. You chose these niggas. You keep choosing the same people, weak people. That's on you. But the reason why you choose beta males is because you're a masculine female.
And the rest of my life looking. Okay? You want me to center my entire life around testing every single man that may potentially be a good part? No. No. I'm 37 years old. I've literally spent most of my life up until this point doing that, and it's a complete waste of time. The man of my dreams quite possibly may not exist, and that's perfectly fine. That's why he's the man of my dreams. I get to see him anytime I want. He doesn't have to exist for me to be content in my life. And I see all these men using the same copy that now that women don't need men for financial survival, they're dating them for the content of the character. Now we're all single. Yeah. What did you think was going to happen when women weren't forced to be in a relationship?
Actually, men are now not dating a lot of women. Men are staying inside because they see this. This is what I got to deal with. I'm cool. Young men are not dating these females. You can thank social media to that. You can thank women that complaining. They're like, well, why would I be in a relationship, spend my money, spend my time, try to get to know this person? This person hate me in secret. See, that's what I'm saying. See, women saying that's good, but a lot of y'all women don't want to be working. A lot of y'all women want to be home and live a safe, soft life. But the thing is, though, when you live in a soft life, now you got to follow your man's rules. See, y'all want to be in control and live the soft life at the same time. That's the thing about women. See, y'all got things mixed up. I want to live a soft life. I don't want to pay no bills, but I'm in control. But women don't understand the more submissive you are, the more power you get in your relationship because your man would do anything for you because you're not my enemy. You're my ally, so I'll do anything for you. But y'all women want to be in control. Y'all want to be in the forefront where people look at you like, yeah, she's in control. Because a lot of y'all are really dudes wearing dresses.
What exactly did you think was going to happen? I know I don't need a man. If something breaks, I go to YouTube University or I hire someone who knows what they're doing. That doesn't mean I need a man in my house just in case. That's ridiculous. That's like an insane thing to say. That I need a man in my house just in case? Just in case?
See, a lot of women are looking at men to do things for them. They're not looking for a partner. That's the problem we have. Women today are looking at men as you can do something for me instead of you actually being the one helping your man be successful. Y'all can't take that back seat and be a provider and be not a provider, but be a supporter of your husband. You want to be in the front, but then you be by yourself. A lot of, you know what it is. This generation of women that we spent, she's 37. So we're around the same age. A lot of them going to be living by themselves. But what you're going to see is the generations after them going to see how bitter they are, how lonely they are when they get older and when they be in a group home by themselves. Nobody care about them. They ain't got no grandkids. They miserable. The generation after that's going to be like, I'm going to have me a family because I want everybody to be around me. That's just what it is. That's really what it is. This generation, my generation, a good amount of women in my generation are cooked. They're cooked. Oh yeah, you can talk that. I'm by myself. I'm free. Yeah, okay, cool. Do that. Go out there, go out to pasture, go die. But then the generations after that gonna use y'all as an example, but I don't want to go out like grandma went out. Nobody care about her. Nobody likes her. She's grouchy. She's mean. She don't want nobody touching her, talking to her. That's what it is. The generation that we see here of women are cooked. They're cooked. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, we keep this thing rocking, keep it going. Appreciate all the love and support. We'll keep it going. Go Getter. Patreon coming soon. Daily Show coming soon. Can't wait, man. Just gonna keep going, keep working. That's what we do.